Okay guys, we're back a couple days later to take this brood. I don't want to use smoke because I don't want to push any bees off the combs. My nuke box is sealed up. I'm going to have at least 2 foundations. One on the outside and one on the other outside. Looks like I'd put foundation in here so I can get these bees. That's a lot of bees, so I'm going to put this in this nuke box. Now we get our brood frames. They usually don't pull a cell out, but we want to take a quick look without shaking the bees off. So, but it's a good bit of bees, plenty of bees for this nook. So we're going to give these 2 more foundations, and we're going to feed these with a baggy feeder just a little bit later. I'm going to assemble these nukes first, and then I'll cut back and do another quick video on how to baggy feed. But now normally I put my cells in last, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and put a cell in this nuke. Find when it wants to come up. And we're going to just put it between the top bars securely where the bees will cluster. Now, this I've been splitting already this morning, and the cell is right there in the center. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to feed these. Now, this is going to be a mating nuke, so it doesn't need to be super strong right now. I want it to be a little bit on the weaker side so that it accepts my cell, that I don't waste resources. Then when the queen gets back and she gets mated and they've got a little bit of a flow going on, they're really going to jump and do real well. Take off and fill out this box in no time. So that's how I do it. This hive is going to give us 2 nukes. And of course, as that sealed brood emerges, will be good. Now, that's enough in this one. Whoopsie. It's enough in these. And I'm going to go get another nuke box for this other frame, then continue on down the line getting these nuke boxes filled up. So I'm going to stop the video here and pick up later. So typically I prefer to have a feed frame in the nucleus colony and not have to feed the nukes. It can be troublesome feeding these jester boxes. They have a hole in the top you can put a pail or something on, but I don't think it works very well. You can put a frame feeder in there, but you sacrifice the frame. You have to come back and pull it out and put foundation back in or something else. The easiest, simplest way that I've found to feed a jester box is with quart bags. You can do 2 if you want. Give them about a quart. These are great value Walmart cheapos. You want to fill them not much more than this so that the lid will shut, but it's pretty simple. Just lay it like that and move it, and the bees will get out of the way. And then you just take a razor blade and cut you 2 or 3 slits like that in there, and the bees will come up there and work it. Lid shuts. Like I said, you put, looks like you could probably fit 3 if you wanted. So that's how I like to feed them. So we put the cells in, we give them some feed, we'll check back, see if they need any more feed. Because of this cold snaps we've had beautiful sunny days like this, things will bloom. Then we'll have a cold snap, it'll kill the bloom, or we'll have a hard rain and wind like last night, and gosh, it seems like every other day here lately that just beats them back and knocks everything out. So they're not building up very well this spring. It's really frustrating, but what can we do? You know, just keep pushing along and come up with ways to mitigate the problems. So I showed you guys how I divide the colonies, how I come back, get them, get my brood divided up, set my nucs out, then I feed. I put a piece of duct tape across the top. I'll put the date, put, you know, if I have a cell in it or what cell it is, I may put like G1 or B2 or whatever queen it come off of. Typically where they're from, like this is the, these come from Far Yard. Some of the other ones, they'll be Flower Farm or something like that. You know, just whatever shorthand works for you. I like to use it that way. The duct tape doesn't really fade too bad, and you can tape back over it. It secures the lid a little bit in case there's wind. I'll check back on these in probably about 3 weeks. And I should have a good little patch of brood by then. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll catch you around. I wanted to take a moment to elaborate on why I wait 2 days after moving the brood up above the excluder. This is so the larvae will age out and I will get better acceptance on my queen cells. If they have younger larvae in there that's viable to them for queen cells, they will choose that larva to pull out a queen cell and cut down my cell. So it's an acceptance issue.